Alright, so day 2 of this stupid nor'easter. The roads seem to be a little bit clearer, or at least the main roads. When I tried to get home to my house at Kenburma Avenue, at the upper part of Kenburma Avenue, last night, I couldn't get up my street because it was still covered with snow and ice. So I tried to go up to the next street and come up the alleyway. Well, here the next street hadn't been touched either. And so I couldn't even get to my house that way. So I had to go back down the street and try and come up my hill. When I tried to come up my hill, the idiot neighbor that lives across the street, who insists on parking his car or his work van in front of his next door neighbor's house, whose house is directly across from mine, which pretty much is right in front of my driveway and blocks my driveway. He's standing out there shoveling snow while his idiot kids are playing in the snow. And he watches me come up the street and try to get in my driveway. My car started going into the drainage ditch that is in front of my front yard. He does nothing but stands there and watches me. So I back up, but I can't back up because as I back up, I'm sliding down the hill. So I managed to get it enough into my driveway. I called the city of Pittsburgh yesterday to complain. I'm told that I have to give them up to 32 hours to salt the streets and plow the streets. Okay. So basically the city was telling me that I'm screwed because if I can't make it to my house, that means I can't go to work, because I have to give them 32 hours to salt the streets and plow the streets. Mind you, where I live at, there's actually an elementary school right around the corner. So a lot of these families whose kids go to that school, which I do believe is Beechwood Elementary School, can't even get these kids to school using either my street or the next street up. It's just amazing. And then when I asked about the idiot across the street who has to park his work van in front of my driveway, across the street in front of the neighbor's house, there's nothing that I can do because there's no ordinance that says that people who have driveways should park their cars in their driveways. They can park anywhere they like. So, it's just disgusting. Just disgusting. And this man knows that there's issues, because he stood there, and his wife and his kids have stood there multiple times and have watched me try to pull in my driveway and have difficulty because he parks his work van there. So that was yesterday, but today it doesn't seem to be too bad. My driveway was icy. You could literally see the ice. But I fortunately had bought some calcium chloride to throw down, so that pretty much took care of it. So I was able to get out of the driveway. But again, I'm not going to go out and shovel the frickin' street. But the street was still coated in ice and snow. I had my car down in low gear, so I can't even tell. I don't even know if the really what the conditions of the streets are. My street, Kenburma, actually looks horrible, and the kids have school today. So if that's any word of exactly what is going on. And then you still have these idiots who drive four-wheel drive vehicles that they think they're omnipotent to, or impervious, if that's the word, to ICE that want to ride up on your ass and because they're in such a hurry to get to where they're going. It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so this is just coming out of the Wabash Tunnel, waiting to turn onto Carson so I can turn onto Smithfield and go across the bridge. Another thing like that I don't get is people are in such a hurry to get where they're going that they'll go right through a red light even though the light's changed red. And now the latest thing on the boulevard is when I'm coming home when I'm going back to my house from work, I'm sitting on the boulevard waiting to turn onto the Smithfield Street Bridge, and people in the left lane who are supposed to be going straight to get onto the ramp to the parkway will literally cut in front of you because they don't want to wait in traffic. And I've seen it where I've gotten up to Smithfield Street and Fort Pitt Boulevard, and people just will cut in front of you right in the intersection to make that left from the right-hand lane, to make that left onto Smithfield Street and come across the bridge. It's disgusting. So I'm pretty much almost at work, so I'm gonna stop this video now. Have a great day.